Hi, Tony D, here to introduce a new pedal for my friends at Missing Link Audio. It is called the HotLanta pedal. What it does best is it takes a clean amplifier like the Deluxe Reverb, right here, set on 2. And give the ability to sound like an amplifier that's overdriven to its sweet spot with all the great things that happen when you overdrive an amplifier. The bloom, the harmonics, really the reactivity with the guitar that just makes it feel so great, but often is impossible to do in most clubs because the volume would be excessive. It's got 2 pedals on it, an on-off switch and a boost switch. The boost, to me, adds more clarity, some more dynamics. It's a bit less compressed, and I personally keep it on all the time. It is a very hot pedal. It's got a drive section along with what is essentially a presence control and a tone control on the left. It is not a clean pedal, but again, that's not what it's designed to do. You're playing into an amp that's already clean. But it just really feels like you're playing into an amplifier, which is a great thing when you don't have the opportunity to really let your amp loose without getting fired. I'm really enjoying this pedal. With all the great sounds and the great feel that comes along with that, the bloom, the dynamics, the compression, and it just feels great. Notice it does respond to the volume very, very well. This is on my lead pickup. I've got some Peach Bucker pickups into this Les Paul. Got a great harmonic in the decay. I'm not sure how they got that, but it sounds great. It feels great. It's really taken on a permanent spot on my board at this point because it enables me to feel like I'm playing with an amplifier that is set to the ideal level, but at a volume that I can play at in a club and not get fired for being too loud. It really just feels like an amp, and that's hard to describe. Most overdrive pedals that I've used never really feel like an amplifier unless they're put into a situation where they're feeding into an amp that's just about to break up. But when you put them into a clean amp, they sound buzzy. It doesn't really cut it. It doesn't feel like an amplifier. This just feels like a great amp dialed in to be louder than you're allowed to play in most clubs, but at any volume. And so I'm really enjoying this. It's got 2 pedals on it, an on-off switch, and a boost. The boost isn't just a volume increase, but it does add, to my ears, more clarity, high-end articulation, and dynamics. So I'm personally keeping the boost on all the time. It's also got a presence and a tone control. and a 3-way toggle switch that also gives some tone shaping. I always like to keep this one in the middle. It's really earned a permanent spot on my board because it gives me the ability to play in a situation where I can just get that great feel where I don't feel like I'm fighting the amplifier, but at any volume. I took it out last weekend and it was absolutely even better than I thought it would be. Felt great with the band. I know I'm happy when I'm not feeling like I'm fighting my amplifier, and it just makes everything feel natural. It plays well with the other pedals. I've got a Statesboro Blues in front of it. Can't say enough about this pedal. Really one of the most favorite pedals I've had in years.